Hey Cactus Crew, thanks so much for tuning in. And if this is your first time here, hi, I'm Bill. Welcome to my channel. I hope you stick around. In this video, I'll be showing you all why I think Katie Joy without a crystal ball should be worried now that Todd Chrisley is out of prison.
Dum, dum, dum.
Comment below, let me know what you think. And please do consider subscribing. You can follow me on X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook at It's Crystal Bill. I encourage you all to do your own research, as this is only my opinion, but it comes from being on this carousel from hell covering Katie Joy for the past 5 years. Shit is about to hit the fan. On May 27, 2025, President Donald Trump pardoned Julie and Todd Chrisley, who were serving time for tax evasion. Both were found guilty on June 7, 2022, after a lengthy trial that began in August 2019. Todd was sentenced to 12 years and Julie 7 years. After being pardoned by Trump, the Chrisleys were released on May 28, 2025. Why is this bad for Katie Joy? Before Todd was found guilty, he was suing Katie Joy for slander and defamation for her reporting on him leading up to his trial. Please check out the playlist that I have linked below in the description box. Todd was exposing Katie Joy's lies on his podcast, Chrisley Confessions. Katie Joy was so desperate to get him off her back, so desperate that she took the extreme action of falsely reporting him to the FBI for witness tampering. Katie Joy has admitted to this several times over the years since their settlement in 2021. The settlement that included stipulations that she was not to talk about him or his family, which she has continued to do. Todd wants to expose the corruption that took place during the investigation into his tax evasion case, and Katie Joy is a part of this. Will Todd expose Katie Joy? Will Katie Joy be punished for her false accusations and that she has continued to talk about him and his family since he has been in prison, going against the stipulations of their settlement?
And the corruption that went on in our case is going to continue to unfold, and Alex is going to continue to give each and every one of you the evidence that as it comes in.
There has been multiple podcasts now about me on a certain reality star's podcast who has a TV show on USA Network.
And he is mad at me and has anger at me for my reporting on his family.
While I certainly understand that not all people like to be reported on, and I too have at times struggled with how people report on me, I also am confused because I have nothing to offer this person. By this person, I mean Todd Chrisley wrongly believes that I had a relationship or had some sort of communication with someone that he is in a legal dispute with named Joshua Waits.
He's a narcissist, a malignant narcissist, megalomaniac. He's vindictive and he's cruel. And the federal government said that he succeeded in witness tampering. And I was a part of that. And that's what happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, we met with the FBI. We met with the prosecutors, my attorneys. We had meetings with the actual people that were the people that were like doing the trial, like whoever the prosecutor was. My attorney met with that.
Todd Chrisley sued me in, I think, 2021 or 2022. I can't remember. 21 maybe. And he was suing me ahead of his criminal trial for bank fraud, wire fraud, tax evasion, the like. Todd had gotten embroiled in a scheme where he defrauded banks, and he actually caused numerous small banks, community banks, to fail in the state of Georgia. And as a result of his scheme, he defrauded over $17 million from community banks based on fraudulent paperwork. And he took loans out based on fraudulent paperwork. He also defrauded the government from taxes. So ahead of his trial, he wanted to get his daughter, Lindsay, to not testify against him. And Lindsay had been speaking to me for a couple of years, providing me details about what was going on. And Todd wanted the communications between me and Lindsay.
You're not her friend. She has stated in a deposition, she is not your friend. Never met you, never talked to you. You've dealt with her legal advisor. You've dealt with her attorney. That's it.
I currently am sitting on an extensive amount of knowledge regarding this entire situation and plan to share more information in the coming months. What I'm going to share today is that the information that is publicly known is not factual. The involvement that I was and have been led to believe that my dad and brother had looks very different than what is reported. Misleading information is very dangerous, and this has been a huge lesson. I look forward to shedding more light on this situation in the coming months. And in the meantime, I will be praying for the young woman who launched a scandal that has affected our entire life. What is done in the dark will eventually come to light.
And you're not going to come after me and say that I'm hurting you when I know that you're hurting my friend who is your victim.
Don't harm your daughter. Now it's come out that what Chase and I said, that there was no tape and that we've never blackmailed anyone and never extorted. What I said was, there has been someone that has approached Chase claiming to have had a sex tape and they want $5,000. That's what was said. But this individual decides to say that Lindsay told her that I had extorted her for $5,000.
He also wanted Lindsay to flip and testify for him and not be a witness for the government. I felt like throughout the process, he was doing this out of witness intimidation. I felt like he was threatening her, trying to get her to see things his way, make her feel scared. And throughout that process, we actually had to speak with the FBI and the attorneys that were handling his case. And we ended up countersuing him because he decided that he was going to go on his podcast and call me an abuser. He accused me on a podcast of having Munchausen's by proxy. He spoke about my minor child.
And she starts getting caught up and tangled up in her lies. She starts trying to use her child as a diversion tactic. You know, oh, they attacked my child. We've never attacked a child in our life.
Nor would I.
We try to help children, unlike the YouTuber who wants to go out here and post people's children all over her format and with pictures of them and whatever. And then she gets offended when I say, if your child is as sick as you have claimed that they are, then you should shut up, put the wine glass down, close the lid on your laptop, and take care of your child. Be a mother, not a YouTuber. YouTubing comes after mothering. But then the worthless husband wants to chime in.
He accused me of crimes I did not commit. And so we countersued him. And right before Todd went to trial, suddenly he wanted to settle with us. We didn't ask him. He wanted to settle with us. So we came to an agreement. I got what I wanted. He got what he wanted, which wasn't much. And we all moved on. No one got attorney's fees on either side. No money was paid on either side to either person. I was suing him for like $300,000, okay? And no money was exchanged. It was the best because I just wanted him to go away. He went to trial. Everything that I reported came out in his trial. He's now in prison. I do have a settlement agreement, and I can't disclose the details of it. So Todd is in prison, okay? And the settlement was because both sides wanted it over, and he needed to take care of his own shit.
They'll look at me as the problem, but they won't look at, oh, Todd Chrisley's in prison. Was I wrong about anything I said about Todd? Did he steal money? Did he cause banks to fail? Was he sentenced to over 12 years in prison? Does the federal government say that he owes them $17 million? Yep, it does.
I'm not going to be gaslit, not today.